A very good afternoon for everybody watching the Global TV. My name is Adrian Charlson, and we are back with one of our programs, and that is the U-turn in history.
Yes.
Today we are going back into the year 1981, where the Catholic fraternity was stormed with some sad and shocking news that someone had attempted to kill their Pope.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to hand you over to the expert in history to take us through this.
I'm just very delighted that, of course, we're going to talk about the man who seemed to have made it all, the man of the Almighty God, and this being Pope John Paul II. It is said for sure that on 13th of May 1981, a man so known as Mehmet Ali Agca, an extremist, political extremist, attempted to shoot a Pope John Paul II. And of course, after this whole thing, Pope Paul II was left with wounds. But guess what? It is said that after the release of Pope from the hospital, what we can call his discharge from the hospital, the Pope famously visited his wound-be assassin in prison. So he visited the man who attempted killing him. You can see what a heart the Pope had. And personally, forgave him. Such is the man we're talking about. He forgave him for his action. This is the man we're trying to talk about, because we should know that as much as the popes are of such a hierarchy, but within them there is a normal blood of a human being. And you'd think maybe he would have been so much annoyed with what had been done on him, but he, John Paul II, forgave Mehmet Ali Agca, who attempted to kill him.
What lessons do we draw from that very act? One, of the extremism and of the forgiveness.
We should know that forgiveness is the way to go, and sometimes as you try to dig deep into issues of those who wrong you, you instead bring a lot of blame to your own self. And you don't solve a problem, because maybe you go deep by thinking about avenging for what has been done on you. So vengeance breeds yet another sense of vengeance. So we cannot actually fail to forgive and give a chance to vengeance, because as you revenge onto someone, they will think on doing something back to you, even when they did something to you before you avenged.
Wow, I always find it very interesting to dig deep back into history, because you can imagine one attempting to kill the other and they would be grieved.
But do you recall how he was buried? Do you recall how the world actually got caught up with the burial of John Paul II? I think the entire global media took their time talking about his death, talking about this man who sounded to be unique among mankind. So to me, he was a character one would think and one would never think of forgetting.
My name is Adrian Charlson, and that has been it for today's U-turn in history. Thank you for watching.